She's gone. I'll never see my precious Bonbon again. It had been just over a week since Lyra and Bonbon first woke up in the wasteland. Lyra and Bonbon had been wondering where and why so many ponies had been disappearing from all over Equestria for over a month. Then, one night, their question got answered when they suddenly passed out in the park and woke up in what can only be described as a war zone. Lyra's mind kept replaying the images in her head over and over again. She tried her best to get her and Bonbon away from a battle between a group of humans and a bunch of terrifying green monsters. They ran as fast as they could, bullets and explosions just barely missing them. They were almost out of there. All that stood between them and what they were hoping to be safety was a thick pile of debris. They climbed as fast as their hooves could go. They were almost over the pile of debris when Bonbon got shot in one of her legs. Lyra tried to help Bonbon up. There was blood. Bonbon's blood. Everywhere. Almost there, just a little more. We're gonna make it, Bonbon, I promise. Lyra's voice could barely be heard over the sounds of the ongoing fight. Just a few more inches and they would be over the debris. One of the green monsters saw what they were doing. It was really pissed at them for trying to run away. It aimed a rocket launcher right at the two ponies. Die, ponies! You go boom now! Lyra and Bonbon heard it. They turned their heads toward the monster and saw a missile flying right towards them. Right towards Bonbon. Lyra pulled Bonbon with all her strength, but she couldn't move. Bonbon locked her eyes with Lyra, tears quickly forming in her eyes. She smiled at the love of her life for the final time, and pushed Lyra away from her as hard as she could. I love you, Lyra. Lyra snapped back to reality. She couldn't handle seeing that last part again. Sometime after the missile hit, a group of humans, probably the ones from the fight, guess they won, found Lyra unconscious and severely wounded, but alive. They brought her to Megaton, where the ass of a doctor nursed her, as in injecting her with a few stim packs, then telling her to get the hell out of his clinic as soon as she woke up after a couple of days, back to health. Lyra had been crying non-stop over Bonbon's death for days. The other residents of Megaton tried to comfort her, but without any success. The mercenaries that were currently in town just told her to accept what happened and move on, that people and ponies die every day. Lyra just couldn't understand humans, and why they just don't care if someone they know dies. Lyra looked around the pub she was in, Moriarty's Saloon. It was a well-constructed piece of scrap metal and junk, to say the least. Compared to this place, even the sleaziest of pubs of downtown Manhattan looked gorgeous. Lyra was about to leave when she noticed another pony, a Pegasus, on the bar stool next to her. She was gray, with a yellow, messy mane and tail. She was covered head to hoof in dirt. Lyra couldn't even see the Pegasus's cutie mark through the dirt. She looked so familiar. Could it be? The gray pony turned towards Lyra, her yellow amber eyes pointing in opposite directions. Hey, Lyra! Derpy hooves. And she sounded drunk. Or close to it, at least. Heard about you and Bonbon's little adventure in the DC ruins. Lyra wanted to kick Derpy right in the jaw. Little adventure? What the hell is wrong with her? Lyra stared right at Derpy hooves, her pupils the size of a grain of sand. Derpy knew Lyra enough to know that face, or more specifically eyes, meant she was really pissed off, and did one of her classic oopsies faces, complete with the adorable and innocent smile. Hey, sorry. It took a few seconds for Lyra to calm down completely. She's just drunk and stupid. She didn't mean to piss me off. She's just a friggin' derp. Lyra replayed that thought until she calmed down. Why are you here, Derpy? I mean, in Megaton. Derpy looked down, her ears folded down. Lyra could have sworn she saw tears start to form in Derpy's eyes. I abandoned Doc. It took a second for Lyra to remember that Derpy always called Dr. Hooves Doc. For as long as Lyra knew the two of them, Derpy had the biggest crush on Dr. Hooves. Of course, the doctor was completely oblivious to Derpy's constant state of going all gaga over him. Lyra had to admit, it was always kind of cute to see Derpy trying her best to flirt with the doctor, who was completely oblivious to it. You abandoned him? But you're his assistant. Why did you do that? Besides, I thought you always wanted to be with him 24/7. Lyra was genuinely worried about Derpy. Why would she abandon him? Out there in the wasteland, of all places. It's his other assistant, Colgate. I I don't really wanna talk about it. Not right now. Derpy Hooves and Colgate always competed over the doctor, who of course was oblivious to both of them. Lyra could only assume that Colgate went so far as to upset Derpy enough that she ran away. The poor thing. Lyra never did like Colgate much, considering how mean Colgate could get to those she didn't like, such as Derpy Hooves. Lyra pulled the drunk and depressed Pegasi into an embrace and hugged her. "Aw, Derpy, I'm so—" Derpy pushed away from Lyra immediately. "Ooh, ooh, ooh." Derpy remembers other reason why she here. What what other reason? Lyra replied. Derpy cleared her throat, then spoke. Bon Bon wants you to know that she's okay, and that she misses you lots. Oh, and she loves you. Derpy put on a smile of satisfaction, only to get ferociously tackled by an enraged Lyra. "You stupid mule! Bon Bon's dead! I saw her die! Don't buck with me, you retarded wall-eyed drunkard!" Derpy was absolutely devastated from Lyra's attack on her. Her entire body was uncontrollably shaking from the fear of quite possibly getting mauled by Lyra. But I'm serious. Let me explain." Lyra stared into Derpy's soul, or so Derpy felt like she was. "You got 10 seconds." Derpy took in a deep breath, then spat out her explanation as quick as she could. Bon Bon never died. She was found by some humans who took her to Rivet City and made her better. I mean, yeah, she looked like someone took a cheese grater to her body, but they're fixing that now, so she looks all pretty for you, and she really does miss you and love you and want you to come see her, and please don't kill me." Lyra immediately got off Derpy and started jumping around the saloon, not unlike Pinkie Pie. "Oh my gosh, she's alive! She's alive! She's alive! Oh gosh, Derpy, are you okay? I'm so sorry for saying all those things to you. I didn't mean it." Derpy stood up and shook her head a bit and smiled at Lyra. "Yeah, I'm fine." Lyra hugged Derpy as tight as she could. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Derpy. Can you take me to Rivet City, please?" "Sure, I'll guide you there, but could you, help me deal with Colgate? Please, I really miss Doc. I should be the one with him, not Colgate." Derpy started to cry right then and there. Lyra was about to cry as well, for Derpy, but held it in and hugged Derpy. "I'm sorry, Derpy. We don't know where she and the doctor are. They could be anywhere by now. I'm sorry." Derpy gave Lyra a blank stare. "She calls Bon Bon a dirty, ugly slut." Lyra let go of Derpy and threw her hose up in the air. "All right. As soon as I get reunited with my precious and beautiful Bon Bon, all of us will find Colgate and kick that bitch's ass."